What's up, everybody? Welcome, welcome. Welcome back to another delicious plant-based kitchen. Today we're doing some delicious food, as usual. Got a little water in my oil, but no worries. We're gonna just let it pop out and do its thing. All right. In the meantime, we're gonna get dinner ready. All right. I have my rice going in the back. We're gonna do a nice garbanzo bean rice today, right, with lemon zest, and we're gonna finish it with some fresh cilantro, and then we're doing vegan oxtails with some tomato sauce, potatoes, cauliflower, that kind of thing, and then we're gonna finish it with a delicious cabbage and arugula salad. I have to think for a second what greens I had in here, but yeah. So in here right now I have arugula, cabbage, radish sprouts, and a little bit of Brussels sprouts as well, shaved. All right. You love arugula, so do I. So do I. So peppery and so nice. You know what I mean? So that's what's in the salad for today. And then we're gonna finish it with some tomatoes and cucumbers. We're gonna make a creamy dressing for this particular salad today, right? So first things first, I have my rice cooking in the back, like I said. So that needs to be done so we can make the rest of this dish, right? So for me to get this dish going, I need to sear my oxtails, right? So this is my vegan oxtails that we made ahead of time, obviously, right? So nice slices, right? So that's our vegan oxtail. Okay. So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna get this pan hot. I'm gonna get that pan hot, and then what we're gonna do is we're gonna sear our oxtails, and once they're seared, then we can work on getting the rest of the dish ready. All right. We need that pan later. Let's put that down. Let's get a little bit of oil in here. I'm just reusing my oil, right? This way we don't waste anything. All right, so I have oil in here as well. So we're gonna just sear in both. So this way we can save on time. Hey friend, what are you doing? What's up? So I am doing a vegan oxtail stew. So are you able? I'm doing it now. So I'm doing a vegan oxtail stew, and I'm making a garbanzo beans rice. Let me get this going, all right? So we just want to sear this just a little bit so we can get a little bit more flavor on it, you know, caramelize our pieces, all right? Are you able to comment? Or are you able to moderate? If not, then we'll just turn it off. Okay. All right. Yes, no? That's a no.
Yeah, that's a no.
All right, so let's just turn it off then.
Okay.
Okay, so oxtail is searing. You give me a towel. beautiful color. Just flip these babies over real quick.
Someone said I need to see.
Yeah, me too. Yeah. Once I sear it, I'll bring it closer to you so you can see.
All right, first question then.
Hmm?
We're doing the first question. Have you ever tried vegan oxtail? Can you ask that?
Give me a second.
Cool.
So this is what we're doing right now. We're just searing the oxtails to give it some nice caramelization before we take them out and get everything else ready. Okay. Turn this down.
Someone asked, what is oxtail?
Oxtail is cow's tail. Alright, so this is something that's used in the Caribbean, in South America, in Africa. So basically, we did the vegan version of it. So I'm gonna char my corn for my rice. There we got one. All right. So
Someone asked, where do you get vegan oxtail from?
you don't really get it from anywhere per se. I made mine myself from scratch. And this is something that's available. So if you just send me a message, tap on the bottom left, send me a message, I will send you the link to get it. I sell the recipe. It's impeccable. So right now we're just charring the corn, and then I'm going to add my aromatics. All right, I'm adding my aromatics, so that's my onions, garlic, and chilies. I'm using habaneros. So this is a Spanish themed dish, right? So with the corn, we're basically looking for little dark spots all over, all right? So we basically want to burn the corn slightly, all right? So hot oil, all right? Then our garlic. Spread out all of that. And then our chilies, all right? Whoops. Okay. Put that down. Gonna stir this up. Gonna rotate our corn. Beautiful, beautiful. Okay, so corn is charring, peppers, onions, garlic is in a pot, caramelizing nice and slow, right? We have our seared oxtail ready to go. We have our brown rice in the back. What's up, everybody? Welcome to those of you who are just joining. We have a question for you. What's the first question?
Put a never if you've never tried vegan oxtail.
All right. So if you've never tried vegan oxtail, put never in the chat. Let me see how many people. And if you have tried it, put
Tried.
tried. Put tried in the chat. Let me see. And then if you have tried it, how was it? Because there's different levels of oxtail, right? A lot of people put lots of jackfruit. They put a lot of mushrooms in it. Some people just do straight wheat gluten. Some people do tofu and wheat gluten and mushrooms and jackfruit. I do kind of that, right? I do a nice mix. So and I do red beans as well. Cool?
Okay. So far, it's all nevers.
All nevers?
Yeah.
All right. Well, you're in luck, ladies and gentlemen. For all of you watching, if you want to try vegan oxtail, I have the most delicious recipe ready to go. It's a digital download. Plus, you get access to a video of how I did it from start to finish. All right? So, send me a message if you want to get that recipe. All right?
Barbara Dennis said, I love oxtail. I grew up on it.
Huh?
She said, somebody said, I love oxtail. I grew up on it.
Oh, me too. Me too, because I'm from the Caribbean. Where are you from? Right? So, that's something we ate a lot.
She said, I'm from New Jersey.
Ah, nice. I'll be in New York in about a week and a half, ladies and gentlemen. So if any of you are vegan and you're in the New York area, definitely make sure you check out Brooklyn, because there's going to be an amazing Veg Fest happening in Brooklyn on the 8th, Saturday. All right? So definitely lock in. Okie dokie.
What are we making?
What are we making? All right. So we are making a charred corn and garbanzo bean rice. Right, finished with lemon zest, cilantro. Okay, so we gotta have the char action here, right? And then we're working on a vegan oxtail stew. Okay, so that's gonna have cauliflower, it's gonna have potatoes, carrots, all that good stuff. All right, so we're gonna put this to the side. All right, because the corn is almost ready. Yeah, almost ready.
Miss Ramos said, good evening, just checking in.
Who?
Miss Ramos. A lot.
What's up? Pasha, what's up? Ramos, how you doing, ladies and gentlemen? Welcome, welcome. All right, I'm going to cover this corn for a second, just so it can steam and turn that noise off. All right, we have our beautiful caramelized peppers and onions working in garlic. Now we're going to add in our peppers. All right, some nice sweet bell peppers. Put that in. We want to caramelize everything, and then we're gonna add our carrots too. What's up?
Can I do a poll for onion or garlic ones?
Sure.
Awesome.
All right. So we're almost where we need to be. So this corn, I'm gonna let it sit for maybe another 5 minutes, and then we're gonna go to town. All right, let's check on our rice. Rice is almost ready. Beautiful, beautiful. Let me rotate this. Okay, looking good, looking good. Alrighty. Now, next up, let's make some dressing for our delicious salad mix. All right, so right here, I have arugula, cabbage, and Brussels sprouts with some radish sprouts as well. All right. So let's get our dressing made. So this is how we do our dressing. Mason jar. All right, we're doing a creamy dressing today. All right, so a little bit of capers, a little bit of Dijon. Where's my Dijon? Here it is, my Dijon. All All right, and then our mayonnaise.
Carlos said arugula is my favorite.
Yes, arugula is the business. Arugula. Oh my goodness. All right. First things first. We're gonna add. So for our creamy dressing, right? This is a play on the Caesar, right? So for us to make this, we're gonna use mayonnaise. We're gonna use capers. I love capers for many reasons. One, when you make dressings with it, and you leave them whole as you're eating, you get these bursts of briny deliciousness, right? It's just an amazing ingredient. And then we're gonna do Dijon mustard, of course.
What type of dressing did you say this was?
This is a creamy dressing. So like a Caesar
okay.
Dressing, right? So about 2 teaspoons of Dijon, right? And then we're going in with our mayonnaise, which is gonna give us our creaminess besides the Dijon, right? I'll do 1 more spoon. Okie dokie.
Maybe you can ask me. What's another thing that you can add in there? Like you can ask them.
All right. So this is everything right now. I'm gonna put that spoon on top of the dressing. We don't want to waste anything. Let's make sure our aromatics are still good. Yes. Okay. We just want this to caramelize before we add the rest of our stuff.
All right. Okay. We got a question. What is your preference, onion or garlic?
Onion or garlic? I love both. I love them both. But if I had to choose, it's probably garlic. For sure.
Okay.
For sure. So, what about you guys? What's your preference? Do you like onions more, or you like garlic more, or are you like me and you have to have both? So we're gonna up the ante, right? Everyone says both. Yeah, same here. Like it's one of those things where you just have to use both. You know what I mean? So we're gonna up the ante by adding some. This is house-made pickles, right? This is jalapenos, Thai chilies. It's like what I would say. It's one of the healthiest kind of pickles you could ever have, right? There's Szechuan peppercorns in here. There's pink peppercorns. No, not pink. Black peppercorns. There is cumin, coriander, turmeric, ginger, bay leaves, allspice. Like really, really amazing. What's up, plant lady? So if you want to if you want to catch one of these, if you want to get the recipe for this, hit me up. All right. So we're going to add some of the liquid in here, all right? Because we need liquid for our dressing anyway, right? So that's that. I'm going to put this back.
What is your favorite type of pepper to cook with?
It depends on what I'm making. If it's sweet peppers, bell peppers are cool, bell peppers. But if I'm doing like Asian food, then I'll do finger chilies or Thai bird chilies. Those are my favorite, which is what we had pickled. And then if I'm doing Spanish, Caribbean food, African food, then it's like habaneros or Scotch bonnet, And then of course jalapenos, chipotles. Like I love lots of different types of peppers. All right, nutritional yeast, right? This is gonna give us lots of depth. It's gonna give us cheesy flavor, right? All that good stuff. And then what else I'm gonna add in here? I bet no one saw this one coming. We're gonna add some liquid smoke. All right, what are the people saying, Emma? What are the people saying? We're adding some liquid smoke in here for depth and a little bit more of a kick for our dressing, right? And not a lot.
Someone asked, what are you making?
This is our dressing we're making right now. This is a creamy Dijon dressing. And you want to be very careful with the liquid smoke, right? Because it can overpower whatever it is that you're making very quickly. You don't need a lot. It's very, very strong.
And the main dish?
And the main dish, we're making a vegan oxtail stew. All right. So I just added some rice wine vinegar. Okay. Now we're going to add lemons. Well, we're going to add lemon juice. All right. So I'm gonna do a small piece because I want to keep the rest. Talk to me.
I do have a question for the chat. What put a never if you've never had liquid smoke in your dishes.
How many people have had liquid smoke or cook with liquid smoke? Put a 1 in the chat if you cook with liquid smoke.
And put a 2 if you haven't.
Yeah. All right, so we got our lemon juice. You need that for this, all right? 1, 1, 1. Nice. 2. Interesting. Yeah, liquid smoke is the business. For anyone that's plant-based and you're trying to add like deep smoky flavor into your food, beans, stews, I mean, you name it. Some liquid smoke, it goes a long way. Add it to your chili. It's impeccable. All right, so I'm going to hit this with a little bit of water, just a little bit. Okay, I think we're good. Then we're going to add some salt to this.
What is liquid smoke for the person who put 2?
So liquid smoke is literally caramelized water. They take, depending on which brand you get, like literally it's the flavor combination of smoking like some hickory or mesquite and infusing that flavor, taking that flavor and adding that to the liquid. And that's where you get it from. So it's caramel. This one in particular, what's in it? It's
read it. Okay.
Let me finish this.
Yes. Please. It's right here. Water, hickory, and hickory smoke concentrate.
Yeah. So it's basically, depending on the brand, they'll take a different type of wood that they normally use to smoke. So hickory or mesquite, any of those. And then they will use it to create that smoky flavor. So it's really amazing. So it's a shortcut to taking something outside and grilling it and developing that flavor and then bringing it back into the kitchen. You know what I mean? So black pepper, all right? I love fresh cracked black pepper in my dressings, especially when we're doing like a Caesar. Can't go wrong with that, right? We're gonna just put a lid on top. Oh, this is not the right lid.
I don't know.
It seemed like it was the right lid.
It should be like one of the black ones or something, the bigger black ones. Or that.
Okay, this one works. And then we just shake it up like that. That's it. Easy as 1, 2, 3. Beautiful. So our creamy dressing is done. It's a little thin. So what we're going to do is we're going to add some stuff to it because I got excited and added a bunch of water.
So a question we can do is what would make this
thicker?
Thicker, yes.
Yeah, easy. So we can do one of 2 things, right? What would make this thicker? Actually, I'll ask you guys. What can we do to remedy our thin, creamy dressing? All right, so while you're thinking about that, I'm going to add some tomato stew to my caramelized aromatics.
Someone said cornstarch.
Aha. What else? Talk to me, people. What can we add to this?
Betty Wood said cornstarch, yes. Somebody else said cornstarch.
So we just made dressing, right? And we want it thicker than it is. What do we add to it?
So far, somebody said more mayo.
Beautiful. Yes. So we don't want to add cornstarch because cornstarch to activate needs to get cooked. It needs to have heat, right? Just cornstarch with this won't thicken it up. So if we were cooking, then 100% cornstarch would be cool. So definitely more mayo. We can add some tahini. We can add some more Dijon. Any of those would thicken this up, right? So let me grab the mayonnaise real quick. Because if we add more Dijon, that will overpower our dressing, and we don't want to do that, all right? So we add 1 more spoon of mayo, and I think we'll be good. Get that seed out of there. All right. And you know what? We're gonna add some hemp seeds because why not? Any opportunity you have to add protein, to add omegas, right? Omega 3s and 6, and there's 10 grams of protein in this. So hemp seeds is always a great plus to add to your dressings. And if you don't want to eat the actual hemp seeds or you don't want to see it in your dressing, then you can easily just blend it with everything and it's amazing, right? So don't be afraid to add hemp seeds to your dressing. It's pretty awesome. All right, so we're gonna put the lid back on. All right, and we're gonna put this in the fridge. Look at that. Creamy dressing, Dijon flavored. All right, lemony, delicious goodness. All right, so we're gonna put that in the fridge so it can cool down. All right, in the meantime, let's get our vegan stew ready. All right, so we have our tomato stew in here right now with our caramelized veggies. Okay, I'll put this over here. We're gonna get our rice ready, right, with our beautifully charred corn. I'm gonna put that saute pan back on the fire because I want to also char our cauliflower before we add it to our pot. I have nicely cut potatoes right here that we're gonna add inside of our stew as well while it's cooking. What's up, Emma?
I was gonna ask, you could ask the chat what type of rice you're using. Question.
What? Okay. Rice off. Turn that up. Okay, rice. I have a question. What would you guys say is the appreciate that heart? Thank you so much. Thank you, thank you. What would you guys say is the healthiest rice?
That's a good one.
Talk to me. What do you think is the healthiest rice? I just added in chopped rosemary, right? And to that, I'm going to add some bay leaves as well.
Let's see. Betty Wood said jasmine. Jasmine Marley said wild. Miss Pasha said wild rice. User 7516 said brown. Zeb said black rice. Coconut rice. Brown.
Coconut rice. I love coconut rice.
Somebody said black rice.
Black rice. So black rice is definitely, I would say, one of the healthiest. You know, then brown rice, then like jasmine and basmati, they're like neck and neck.
So, wild rice, Miss Pasha
wild rice
is a grass.
Yeah. And with wild rice, because depending on the variety, it still has the kernel on it, so hence it's more healthier for you. That's why brown rice is healthier than white rice, because brown rice still has that external shell on it.
God's gift said my husband said jasmine.
Nice. All right, so pan is getting hot, so I'm gonna add my cauliflower, right? I just want to char these just a little bit, right? So no oil in the pan yet. The pan is dry. I just put my cauliflower in, and then I'm gonna just drizzle a little bit of oil, like 1 tablespoon, literally. All right, 1 tablespoon of oil. Give it a shake, just to mix up that oil, and then we're gonna just let it sit and do its thing. All right, this is simmering. You're gonna turn that down, and we're gonna turn on our water to boil. Where are we at? We're good. Rice is done. Okay, let's get ready. Appreciate that, Jamie. Let's get ready for the rice. You're gonna love this. All right, soon as the cauliflower is done, we're gonna work on the rice.
God Gibson said, I say cauliflower rice.
Nice.
That one's pretty healthy too.
Yes, cauliflower rice is pretty healthy because it's no rice. Right? So you cut off all the sides of the corn. All right. Okay, last one. Ooh, this one is hot. All right, we're done. Okay, let me get a bowl.
I have a good one done.
You do?
Yes. Is corn a fruit, vegetable, or a grain?
Is corn a fruit, vegetable, or a grain?
You will be shocked by the answer.
I think I know what it is, but I'll wait for everybody to guess. Is corn a fruit, a vegetable, or a grain, ladies and gentlemen? Mishpasha said a grain. All right. Zeb said grain. Okay, okay. Talk to me, people. What is it?
So far,
Fruit, vegetable, or grain?
looking above for better said grain. Betty Wood said vegetable. Shelly said grain. Grain.
Nice.
Grain. All right, I'm about to give the answer in a couple of seconds. Vegetable.
Veg. Okay, okay. Tell us, Emma. Tell us.
All right, so it is all three.
Ah!
Scientifically, a fruit from a flower seed, botanically from a grain, and culinary treated as a vegetable.
What?
I know.
Trifecta. All three. That's crazy.
I shall repeat. It is all three. Scientifically, a fruit from a flower seed, botanically a grain, and culinarily, I think, treated as a vegetable.
Nice. I like that. That's pretty cool.
Yeah, I know.
All right. This is stewing real nice. All right, we got some char action on our cauliflower. This is what we want, right? See? See the char? Right? That beautiful char, that's what we want, right? So, give it another couple seconds. And then we're going to put that to the side. Right? So, basically, our pot of stew, we're just waiting for the potatoes to cook, because the oxtail is already done. So once the potatoes are cooked, we're gonna just throw the oxtail in, bring everything up to a boil really quickly, and turn it off. It's done, right? So we're just waiting for the potatoes to cook. So in the meantime, we're gonna finish and get the rice ready, right? The salad dressing is done. All right, we have the rice cooked in the back. We're gonna season that up in a second. All right. So I don't want to cook the cauliflower too much in the saute pan, because we're going to add the cauliflower to the stew. So if the cauliflower is fully cooked here and then we add it to the stew, it's just going to overcook. And me personally, I don't like mushy cauliflower. Like, I don't like baby food cauliflower. You know what I'm saying? So I like my cauliflower to have a little bit of bite, a little bit of texture, you know, so I can enjoy it. But that's just me personally. I don't know. You guys tell me. Where do you fall in the category of mushy cauliflower or cauliflower that has some bites, like some toothiness? So hit me up. If you like mushy cauliflower,
I mean, it's not mushy.
It's not mushy, but it's too soft. Like
softer, like steamed, kind of.
You can steam and it still be texture.
True.
Right.
So a softer cauliflower. Say it like
a bite. See. Okay, so if you like a crunchy, see, some bite, yep.
Or towards the middle. Towards the middle
you know,
is nice.
Towards the middle, more to the bite. You know what I'm saying? Some bite. Yeah, like it's just so much more enjoyable when there's some bite to it. You know what I mean? So we have our cooked garbanzo beans, right? I have my pan getting hot. I'm going to add just a little bit of extra virgin olive oil to it. EVOO, right? Not a lot, like a tablespoon and a half. Cool. Nice and hot. Okay, then we're gonna add our garbanzo beans to it, right? Because we basically just want to season it and sear it, give it some color, right? So I'm gonna add a little bit of my Southwest seasoning.
It's time for apron of the day. Apron of the day, sir.
Apron of the day. All right. Let's sear this baby. Got some nice color on it. Apron of the day, ladies and gentlemen. You're looking at it. I've been rocking it all live, right? This is the pinstripe blue. You know what I'm saying? Very chefy. We got utility pockets up top, 2. And we got 2 down here below. You know what I'm saying? All right, we got a cookbook in the shop. Oh, so I finally got the okay from the big jungle that sells everything. And I'm going to have my cookbooks available in TikTok shop. Other cookbooks, right? I've written 3 cookbooks. Right now, there's 1 available in the TikTok shop, but the other 2 are going to be available in there really soon. So definitely make sure you check that out. What was that, Emma?
Somebody said this guy needs to open a restaurant.
Aha! I help people that have restaurants. That's my job. That's what I do for a living. People that have restaurants that need help, they bring me in, I help retrain the staff. I help create new menus, new recipes,
Somebody
systems.
said, can you autograph it?
Most definitely. If you order one today, I will sign it for sure. I will sign it and I'll put in an extra gift in there for you too. Right? Speaking about sign it, you guys know I was on Chop, right? On Food Network. Like I was. And I won. Just so you know, you're not watching no regular situation, right? Like we do things. You know what I'm saying? Alright. Garbanzo beans is nice and seared. We have some color. Alright. So we're gonna put this to the side, right? Scrape it out.
That smells so good.
Smells good, right?
Yeah.
So this was the initial sear. So we're gonna probably sear this one more time when we combine everything with the rice. I'm gonna put this pot on the fire so it can get hot in the meantime. Let's check out our, this is for the rice. So we have garbanzo beans, we have our charred corn, all right? We have lemon, right, that we're gonna do. And then also...
Someone asked, what are they seared in?
Oh, so this is a Southwest mix that I create. That I so it's chili de arbol, it's guajillo chilies, smoked paprika, sea salt, sesame seeds, onion powder, garlic powder. Mix that together. It's amazing. It's like a Taco Tuesday Tex-Mex kind of seasoning. Cool. All right. Potatoes are simmering real nice. You hear it? All right, we're almost there. They're still pretty firm. Okay, so what we're gonna do now is we're going to add a little bit of water, and then we're gonna season this baby. All right, bring that up to a boil real quick, and let's add some Maggi bouillon cubes.
And then just...
That's cool. That's cool. Thanks, moderator.
You're welcome.
All right, so we're gonna season up our stew with some bouillon cubes, right? Of course, these are vegetable bouillon cubes. All right. So I just did 2. We're gonna check seasoning before we add any more. All right, that's bubbling. All right, let's hit it with some black pepper, some freshly cracked black pepper. Okie dokie. And then we're gonna hit it with some onion powder, some garlic powder, a little bit of smoked paprikas. All right, then a pinch of Mexican oregano. All right, and I think we'll be in a good place. Any questions, ladies and gentlemen? Emma, you got that or what?
No, I'm looking. So far, it hasn't been any questions.
Okie dokie. Mess you up, you know what I'm saying?
Oh, okay.
Okie dokie. Alright, so we got that, which is nice. Ah, you know what? We need some cumin seeds. Where's my cumin?
Somebody said beautiful kitchen.
Ah, thank you so much. So kind of you.
Yes.
Oh, I appreciate it.
Demanding All Eyes said, do you own your own restaurant?
I do not own my own restaurant, but I help people that own their own restaurant.
Someone said, don't those cubes have MSG in them?
No, not these. There's a bunch of different types of Maggi that you can get, international, local, depending on where you're from. So ours is A-OK. And you know what? Maggi, MSG is not really bad for you. There's natural MSG, you know? So it just really depends on where you're getting your Maggi from. All right, so we have my cumin seeds in there, and then a little bit of smoked paprika in here. Give that a stir. Beautiful, beautiful. Reminds me of like a potato bravas. Okay, so that's done. Put that away. All right, let's grind these cumin seeds real quick. Throw that in. Now, we give it a stir. Oh, that smells amazing. As soon as I add the cumin in, it just took this from 0 to 100 real quick.
Shelly said it is a beautiful kitchen, and Zeb asked, is the Mexican oregano the same as Spanish oregano?
Yeah. Yummy. The tomatoes has a nice natural sweetness to it. It's beautiful. So we'll put this. We'll add one more cubity cubes.
Somebody purchased an apron.
Ooh, snap!
Let's see. Edits for you.
Nice edits. Appreciate that. Thank you so much. You got a special something coming in the mail. All right. Apron is shipping out tomorrow. Yes, tomorrow. Okay. Stew is about ready. Let's work on the rice. Okay. So check it out. This is how we're gonna do the rice.
Somebody asked what garbanzo beans taste like.
Ooh, that's a tricky question.
I know, right?
I mean, it's a bean, so it tastes like beans, but
Hummus? I mean, if you've ever had hummus.
yeah, I mean, if you had hummus, you kind of know what they taste like, and if you haven't had hummus, then garbanzo beans would be, I would say the closest bean to it would be like a broad bean or white beans or navy beans. Any of those, but also if you've ever had falafels, then you kind of know what they taste like.
A mild nut-like flavor.
Yeah, it's like a mild nut-like flavor. Yeah, that's the best case scenario, but
and a creamy texture.
Creamy texture if fully cooked.
Yes.
Right? Like if like fully cooked, it's very soft, very creamy, just like any beans would get if you have like pulverized it and cooked it to oblivion. You know what I mean?
Ooh, favorite type of bean.
Favorite type of beans. All right, ladies and gentlemen, Emma's got a question for you. What is your favorite type of beans? For me, I love garbanzo beans, red beans, all kinds of lentils, black-eyed peas. I mean, beans, peas, the same thing, you know. But those are my favorite. Black beans. Oof. Can't have Mexican food and not have black beans. Like, and I love Mexican food. Like, I love Spanish food. So red beans, black beans.
Betty would say coffee beans.
Coffee beans. Nice one, Betty. Split peas. Ooh, yeah. What kind of split peas? Because there's yellow, there's orange, there's black.
Is there green?
Green. Lentils. It's lentils.
Kidney beans.
Kidney beans. All right. Let's do the rice. Let's make the rice sing.
Zeb said garbanzo, pinto, black. I love all beans. All of them are my favorite.
Yeah. Me too.
Zeb said yellow split peas.
Yeah. Okay, check it out. This is how we're gonna do the rice.
The plant lady said navy beans.
Navy beans, plant lady. Very nice. All right, I just added a tablespoon of extra virgin olive oil. Right? We're gonna get that nice and hot before we do anything else. In the meantime, we're gonna get the zest ready for our what you call it, for this dish, right? So before I squeeze the lemon, I'm going to zest it, right? Of course, it's an organic lemon, so none of those lemons with wax on it, because obviously we're not trying to be eating no wax. You know what I'm saying? So freshly grated lemon zest.
I have a question for you.
Yes.
So, as a chef, do you prefer...
Speak up!
As a chef, do you prefer measurements or just to wing it?
Wing it 24/7. Chefs don't measure. We don't have time for that. Unless you're a pastry chef, then you have to measure. But if you're a chef, we don't like to measure. At least I don't. I don't like to measure. I like to put a dash of this, a pinch of that, a sprinkle here,
Now for the home cooks, is it? Now as for the home cooks, like, do you rather wing it or?
How about you guys? That's right. Chefs, no measurements. I'm telling you, plant lady, that's how you do it. We don't like to measure. But you guys tell me, do you like measuring? If it's a new recipe and you haven't done it before and it involves a lot of different measurements, then you kind of have to, because otherwise you're going to end up making something that's not the best case scenario. You know what I mean? But if you've done it a million times and it's not baking, then we ain't measuring. You know what I'm saying?
Zeb said wing it and let the ancestors tell me when it's enough.
Facts. Facts. That's just what it is. We love when the ancestors guide us on this magical journey we call food. You know what I'm saying? Okay, so we got that right there.
That should be on a t-shirt. On this magical journey we call.
Right? Okay, so our pan is nice and hot. Stew is bubbling. Okay, so garbanzo beans are going in.
Mommy said no measurement and no tasting for me.
Yeah. All right. Garbanzo beans are in. Corn with the lemon zest in. Boom. All right. Spread that baby out real quick. Okie dokie smoky. And then for our deliciously steamed rice. Okay, look at this beautiful steamed loose brown rice. Look at that. Whew. Now this is what we're talking about right here, right? So right into the pan with the garbanzo beans and the corn, right? And we're gonna just mix this up, right? Beautiful, right? So corn, garbanzo beans, looking mighty fine, right? And you can smell the lemon zest, which is amazing, right? Now let's get our cilantro. All right, very importante.
What are we making, sir?
What are we making? We are making a citrusy garbanzo rice with a vegan oxtail stew and a delicious dressing, a creamy dressing, and a arugula cabbage salad to go with it.
Yum.
Right? Yes. Yes, Pinky. Okay.
Ooh, I got a good question. This has to do with sprouts.
Okay. So 1 second, sweetheart.
No problem.
Rice is done, right? Make sure the comments are good. And then we add our cilantro in.
Miss
Nice
Pasha
and
said
fresh.
my brown rice never gets done.
Miss Pasha, 2-to-1 ratio for your rice. 2-to-1, right? And the secret, all right, I'm about to share with you my top secret for making your rice. And this is with any rice. 2-to-1 ratio, 2 water, 1 rice, right? But then the trick is bringing your rice up to a boil, right? As soon as it comes to a boil, you have to turn it down. Turn it down all the way, right? To the lowest and the smallest eye you have on your stove. Turn it down, cover it. You want to cover it with parchment paper so you can keep the steam in, so the steam doesn't escape through the little hole in the lid or the sides of the lid, right? Completely cover it with parchment paper. Put a lid on top of that. If you don't have a lid for the pot, put a plate, put another saute pan, just seal it completely, right? And when that happens, you're gonna end up with beautiful rice. It's gonna cook nice and slow, and the steam plus the water is gonna do the cooking for you, and not just the water, all right? But it doesn't matter what rice I cook, it's the same idea always. Japanese sticky rice, jasmine rice, basmati, brown rice, wild rice, I treat them all the exact same way, right? As long as you have the water right, that boil to steam technique is gonna carry you through 100% all the way. All right? Yes, Emma.
So it's put a 1 in the chat if you like sprouts, and put a 2 in chat if you don't, and put a 3 if you've never had it before.
Fresh squeezed lemon juice. All right, just a little bit, not a lot, right? Just a little. Oh, baby. Okie dokie. So, if you like sprouts, let me know, because in our salad today, we're using sprouts. All right? And if you like sprouts, then tell me, have you ever grown your own sprouts? And if you haven't, you're in the right place, because I'm about to tell you how I grow my sprouts. Cool. So this is our beautiful garbanzo beans. Nice, right? Garbanzo beans, corn, and brown rice. Citrusy, delicious, right?
Looking above the better said, love sprouts, never grown them.
Aha. Okay. So super easy to grow, right? If you would like to grow them, someone say me, and I will explain to you the process for growing your own sprouts. It's super easy, but let me know if you want to learn how to grow your sprouts. Okay, potatoes are ready. Beautiful. Let me make sure. Let me break one in half. Yes, potatoes are ready. All right, so now we're going to add our oxtail right on top. All right, oxtail is in. And then on top of the oxtail, we're going to add our cauliflower. Woo! Okay. Cauliflower is in. We're going to give this a little stir. All right. Give that a little stir. And then we're going to cover this. Okay. We're going to cover it and just let it do its thing, okay, while we get everything else ready. So, let me tell you how to do your sprouts. Super easy. You want to get a container, right? You want to get a container like this that's perforated on the top, right? And once you have a container like this, you're going to take your seeds. You can do any kind of sprouting seeds, right? And for a container this size, I do a 1/4 cup of seeds, right? So a 1/4 cup of seeds, you would just put it in a container. So if you don't have a container that is perforated on the top like this, then what you can do is just take a plastic container and put a lid on top of it, like a plastic lid, and put holes in it, right? Well, you can get one of these. They're really cheap. You know, you can get them for like $5 or something like that. A container like this, a sprouting container, you would call it, right? A sprouting jar. So get a sprouting jar because it'll just make this thing easier, right? Because you don't want to play around with sprouts because bacteria can grow very quickly if you're not doing it properly. So,
I didn't know that.
Yeah, definitely. So the way you do this is you soak it for 12 hours minimum, right? You soak it for 12 hours, the 1/4 cup of seeds. And then after the 12 hours, you literally rinse it out and you put it upside down like this. There's always going to be water. And you let it drain always. You always have to let it drain. It can't sit in water, right? And once you let it drain, you're rinsing it twice a day, right? So for me, I rinse it in the morning when I get up. And then before I go to bed, I rinse it again, right? And you're going to do that until you actually see sprouts, until you see leaves growing. And once that happens, you still keep rinsing it until you're about up to here with sprouts. Like the jar is like filling up. And even then, you're still rinsing twice a day because this is how you water your plants. Because you're growing plants, right? But you can't water it like you would a regular plant. So that's why you rinse it, and that's how you rinse out the bacteria, and that's how also you wet the seeds and you keep them growing. So once they're about here, you rinse them and you put them in your refrigerator and you have sprouts. Like, it's super easy. The whole process takes about maybe 5 to 7 days depending on the temperature of your home, right? The warmer it is, the quicker they'll grow and sprout. The colder it is, the longer it takes. Cool. Someone had a question for me?
Oh, someone said, Princess Monaco said, "Hi, chef, who's washing dishes tonight?"
Aha! That's my moderator.
Yeah.
What's up, Monaco? How you doing? All right. So it's time to serve dinner, right?
Somebody said, "I'll buy sprouts at the store, please."
Yeah, I know. But the thing is, it sounds like a lot, but in honesty, it's very simple. It's very easy. Once you do it once or twice, it's like nothing. It's like cooking. It's not a big deal.
Somebody, let's see, looking above for better asked, how do you rinse them?
How do you rinse them?
Yes.
So in this container, all I do is ice cold water always. Never hot water, never warm water, always ice cold water. Just run water in it until it fills up in the jar. Shake it around, drain the water, fill it up again, shake it around, drain the water. Do that about 3-4 times, and that's it. You're done. Super easy, and you never have to unscrew the lid until you're ready to eat them.
Someone asked, are those broccoli sprouts?
Yes, good job. These are broccoli sprouts. Wow, nice, good eyes.
And let's see. 2, do you turn them upside down? Do you turn them upside down?
Yes, always. So you're gonna turn it upside down like this so it can drain, right? And it's better to buy a kit, because if you get a kit, you're going to get this right here. You're gonna get this, and this allows you to let it drain perfectly, just like that. See? Yeah. Yes, Pinky. That's how you do it. All right. So you can get all this. Just look for a sprouting kit, and you can do all kinds of sprout. All your lentils, you can sprout. You can sprout radishes, broccoli. I mean, kohlrabi, you name it. Like carrot, like all kinds of cool stuff. So, why not have fun? You know what I mean? Nice demo. Appreciate that, plant lady. Okay, let's make this salad do what it do.
Do you want me to move the plates?
No need. We're gonna mix. We're gonna plate. Can you make sure your team? I think they did it already.
Oh yeah.
Fast today. They're hungry. Okay, so dressing. Right, we're gonna pour it on. It's almost like a buttermilk creamy dressing, right?
Looks like it.
Without the buttermilk. Okay.
Oh, I got a question. If you'd like to become vegan, put a 1 in the chat.
So have more like a statement, more like an ask. Yeah. If you're watching this live and you're like, man, I want to be more plant-based, I need to be this way, because of health reasons, family reasons, personal reasons, whatever it is, and you need some assistance, then just hit me up, send me a message, bottom left, right? You can tap on it and hit me up, and I will point you in the right direction. I'll take care of you, right? Because this is what we do. We work with people to get them more plant-based. You know what I'm saying?
Oh yeah, put a 1 in the chat if you're plant-based, put a 2 if you're not. Can we do that?
You want to speak up now?
Well, you're supposed to ask it, sir.
No, we don't supposed to ask it. Man.
Fine. Put a 1 in the chat if you're vegan and put a 2 if you're not.
All right. So
was that loud enough, sir?
Yes, that was very loud. I almost forgot the tomatoes. Oh, no. So, do you use buttermilk? Nope. Because we're 100% vegan. So this is a play on buttermilk, right? It's a creamy Dijon dressing.
Copper Queen said, good afternoon, Chef Ed. Good to see you.
Good to see you. Good to see you. Welcome back.
Looking above for better, put 2. Copper Queen put 2. Demanding a life,
yeah.
2. It's fluffy.
So
2.
Hit that arrow button on the bottom left. It'll let you send me a message, and I'll send you the link to our amazing community. You know what I'm saying? Where we just do all kinds of amazing things. We have tons of recipes in there in the archive, right? Really amazing access to some really dope things. And then it's a community, so you're there with like-minded people, and it just makes the whole experience better. You know what I'm saying? You can come with your questions. We meet every couple months or so for a Q&A, right? When time permits with everyone. So it's definitely something to check out.
Someone asked, are you making a salad?
Yes. This is a cabbage and arugula salad, right? With a creamy Dijon dressing.
And the rest of the menu for tonight?
And the rest of the menu, we made a delicious garbanzo bean and corn rice,
With lemon zest.
With a lemon zest to finish and cilantro. And then we made a vegan oxtail stew. That's what's for dinner, ladies and gentlemen. All right, it's time to serve up the food. Turn this fire off because that's done. Dressing salad is ready. We're gonna finish that with a little nutritional yeast on top.
Ooh, I love that.
All right, just for some extra cheesy goodness. All right. Yes, Pinky. Okay, salad's done. All right. If you would enjoy some of this delicious salad, put a 1. Let me see how many people would, appreciate a salad like this. Like if you would eat this salad, this one's yours, Em.
Awesome.
Right? Put a 1. Yes, that's what I'm talking about. Yeah, right? Clean, delicious, fresh, tasty. Right? Okay, so the kitties.
Doesn't matter?
No, doesn't matter.
All right.
Right? And now for the main course, the entree. The entree. Okay. Beautiful. All right. We got our rice down at the bottom. All right, look at that. Look at the rice. Right? We have the garbanzo beans. We have the charred corn. We have lemon zest. We have the cilantro, the lemon juice, right? All delicious flavor profiles. All right.
Nurse Steph said, "Hi, Chef. How are you and the family doing?"
What's up, Nurse Steph? The family and I are well. Thank you. How are you?
I see that I'm on time for dinner. Enjoy.
Yes. Always on time for dinner. All right. We got our oxtail.
Judy Chang said 1. I make a salad daily.
Yes, Miss Judy. How are you? Okay. All right, people. We have our delicious oxtail. We have our cauliflower. We have beautifully cooked potatoes in this tomato ragu, right? This delicious stew of sorts. And yeah, this is dinner. 100% plants, 100% delicious, right? And just, yeah, simple. Easy, right? We started an hour ago and we're done. We made 3 things.
Yes.
Cool. All right. That's for your brother, please. All right, ladies and gentlemen. Thank you so much for rocking and rolling. I'm going to finish plating up the rest of the food. And yeah, we're going to have dinner. I will see you tomorrow for another delicious episode. Appreciate that, Betty. All right, thank you so much. If you enjoyed it, then, send me a message, let me know. And actually, send me a message and let me know what would you like me to make this week. Depending on what it is, you might get your wish. So if there's a vegan dish you've been trying to do or you want to see, Miss Pasha, thank you for the roses. Just let me know. You know what I'm saying? Looking, appreciate that. Well, I said looks. But yeah, send me a message, let me know what you would like to see me make that's 100% plant-based or vegan. And I got you. All right? Peace and love, ladies and gentlemen. I'll catch you later.